Hey YouTube, this is Southern Prepper 1. I'm going to start the topic on the battle drills, but I want to back up just a little bit and talk about some formations and some movement techniques. So when I'm talking about the battle drills, you guys will understand, so I don't get ahead of you. The first one is wedge formation. A wedge formation, you can tell your guys either verbally to, hey, wedge formation, or V formation, same thing. Or you can give them a sign if you want to stay quiet. That sign right there means wedge formation. Or if they're too far away and they can't see you because of it's nighttime or low light, you can go ahead and put both arms behind your back, and that will signal to them that this is the wedge or the V formation. This is what it looks like looking down at it. You have a team leader in the front, and you have 3 guys with you. The team leader is in the front for one reason. He's got to lead by example. If these guys took incoming rounds, he has to be able to do what he wants the other guys to do. He doesn't have time to, hey, do this, do that. They're going to follow him. So whatever the team leader does, his guys are going to follow him. Lead by example. Team leader in the front. This is a wedge formation, and the probability of the enemy attacking you is from this side. So you have to decide, you have to make a little judgment call. Where do I think the enemy's going to hit me? Where do you think the enemy is? When you do that, stack that side strong. So if the enemy does hit you from this side, you have 2 guys over there. This side is a little bit weaker. You only have 1. This is the wedge formation. I like the wedge formation, but for us as preppers or survivalists, I like the diamond formation. I think the diamond formation will be better for us, and especially if you only have 4 guys. This is the diamond. This is the direction of travel. Team leader in the front, guy on each side, and a guy here. I like this because this guy can concentrate just on rear security. It's easier for him. And this guy right flank, left flank, and front. The distances between guys on this wedge formation or on this is typically 10 meters. That is 30 feet. It is a big distance between guys. Most people, even new soldiers, when you get them from basic training, they want to get closer for some reason. Just human nature. You want to keep 10 meters. Now this will change. If you guys are moving through and the vegetation is too thick, this is a fluid thing. You're going to be flexing and contracting. So just try to keep 10 meters between each other. Like this diamond or the wedge, if while you're traveling it needs to actually go into a file, go into a file. And then when you pop out in the clear, go into the proper formation. Another one is the file formation. We call it the ranger file. Team leader in the front, everybody behind. Try to keep your 10 meters. The environment will dictate. If you're in a really open area, you can go a little bit more. The reason is you don't want 1 grenade to take out 2 guys. So this is a good formation. This is good for speed. It's not a good for if you're going to hit the enemy head on, because you only have actually 1 man. But this is made for speed. If you have to travel quickly, the file formation is great. Another formation we'll be talking about in the battle drills is online. This is basically you're on a line, you're going this direction. It's good when you assault something, and it could be for anything. He could see something up there and he wants to put you online so he can move forward and check it out. So these are some basic formations that you guys can use. I recommend practicing them, learning them, using the hand signals. All right, so we got our basic formations that we're going to travel in. This is called the traveling movement, traveling. This is made basically for traveling quickly. It is not really made to engage the enemy. This is what you want to do when you do not think the enemy is going to be around. This is one fire team here, another fire team here, with a squad leader. So let's say you got more than 4 guys in your subdivision or in your group, and you're going to go on a patrol. You're still maintaining 10 meters between guys, and you're also going to try to maintain 20 meters between the last guy and the squad leader. The squad leader is in charge of the whole thing. The squad leader basically only controls 2 guys. He can't control all these 8 guys, but the squad leader can control this guy and this guy. And then it's that guy's responsibility to control his 3 guys. So, squad leader, control these guys, and you have it made. 20 meters between the last guy and the squad leader, and then another 20 meters between the squad leader and this team leader. You might think, why are y'all spread out so far? The reason is, when you get into the battle drills, you're going to really understand. If we were all grouped together and we had contact with the enemy, we'd all probably be decisively engaged in a firefight. We don't want that. We want to be able to engage the enemy with these guys and have these guys as our maneuvering element. We can bring these guys forward if we want to, but we want to be able to maneuver against the enemy. That is the key to successfully destroying the enemy. This is called traveling. There's 3 of them. There's traveling Overwatch, and there's bounding Overwatch. So if you're just going to be moving with no enemy, hopefully, you're going to use the traveling 20 meters. 20 meters. Remember that. The next is traveling Overwatch. It's one step up on the security level. Traveling Overwatch. It's basically the same positioning of your guys. And if you notice, this side is strong on this side. This side is strong on this side to equal it out. And if you want to be strong on this side, then this guy's will be strong on this side. So you just change it up. The only difference here is you want to be 50 meters. The reason is you want to be able to maneuver against the enemy. You do not want all your men decisively engaged in a firefight. 50 meters. Traveling Overwatch. Now, let's say you know the enemies here. We've gone in from traveling Overwatch to bounding Overwatch. We know the enemy is close by. We've heard them. We've seen them. There's signs all over. So what we're going to do is we have our team down here. That's one team with a team leader, another team with a team leader, and we have a squad leader. What we're going to do is the squad leader is going to tell this team leader to take his guys and bound forward up to the big tree. Might be whatever distance. Let's just say it's 75 meters up. This team leader with his 3 guys are going to bound forward. Set up. And they will be then overwatching when this team leader and the squad leader will pick up their position, bound up. So now we have the 2 teams moved forward, and every time they moved, they covered each other. So now we're up here by the big tree. The squad leader always stays with the Overwatch element. He can decide he might want to move this team forward, the same team that just bounded forward, or he can use the other team. In the military, we alternate because most of the guys, you have the same quality of guy on both teams. But let's say this team right here is made up of young guys, hard chargers, and they know what they're doing. This team is inexperienced, and they're made up of older guys. I would probably bound my better guys forward every time to let these guys learn how to do it. Plus, if they're older, they might not be able to move as quick. So, squad leader tells the team leader, hey, I want you to bound forward to the big rocks. So the squad leader stays with the formation that's back here, and that team bounds up. When they get up here, they set up, signal for the guys, the squad leader and his team leader and his 3 guys, bound forward. Now they're up there. This is what's called bounding Overwatch. It's very important, and this is when the enemy contact is probably going to happen. So basically we have traveling Overwatch, and bounding Overwatch. Thanks for watching.